right, good morning everybody. Not that anybody's in here just yet. Today, well, we'll talk about it a little more, but I'm doing a hydrogen clean water challenge. Of course, I only like the best hydrogen, and I think that hydrogen is highly misunderstood by just about everybody, it seems. And people want to know how to get healthier, and they want to be inspired to get healthier. This has been something that I've had a lot of comments on. So I'm surprised to find out that a lot of people find it that I inspire them, apparently, to try to improve their health. So right now, by the way, I'm making my clean water because I want to clean all the parasites, all the worms, all the bacteria, all the pharmaceuticals, just clean everything. I just want to clean everything out of the water. That's why I'm doing that okay, right there. And while that's filling up there, I'm going to go ahead and, so that's what I'm going to try to start here for you guys and help everybody. I already drank from my Hydrofix 1 liter of very, very clean water, fully saturated with hydrogen this morning. That's the first thing I do. First thing I do is I brush my teeth. Always clean your mouth before drinking the water. We do grow bacteria in our mouth at night that is actually bad for us. The Japanese discovered this. And so you always want to clean your mouth. No toothpaste though, just like just water and a toothbrush, something really basic. And then after that, after drinking the hydrogen water first thing in the morning, that's part of the challenge really. And then I go on to make this smoothie, which if you guys can, take it to that next level, that'd be good. And even if you just did that, even if you just live your normal life, eat whatever you normally eat, just do the hydrogen water in the morning and make this smoothie. And if you can just do that, just start there, because what it will begin to do is really begin to change your GI, your gut health. And you're gonna start craving different foods. Like I used to have so many addictions when it came to food. I really had some problems. I think a lot of people have problems with the carbohydrate stuff and the sugary stuff. It's just such a problem. These days, I just don't want to eat too much of it. It makes me feel I don't have the craving as much either, actually. I think something must have happened along the way, but I think hydrogen it's just done so much for me. And so I thought, let's just do a little challenge on that, see if that helps people out. Let's put this thing's heavy. Yikes. Put it in the carbon distiller to fully purify my water. That is what I am doing with this guy right here. And this is from mypurewater.com. These are my favorite distillers. They're just heavy duty. They're made in America. They're the good stuff. And that's why I like them. If you want a discount code, you can use Uprising144K. That helps support the channel. But you don't have to if you don't want to. And there we go. So we'll fire that up. And let's go ahead and get on with the breakfast morning. Now, so because I already drank my hydrogen water this morning, I want to wait 20 to 30 minutes before I start eating. And that's a perfect amount of time for me to make the smoothie. So all you got to do is get up a little early in the mornings. Like if you have to get your day started by 7 and you just get up by 6:30, And I know that sucks because everybody's tired and everybody's stressed and everybody wants to just sleep in as much as possible. And I do get that. But these type of things will give you more energy anyway. And we just have to suck it up sometimes because we're worth it, Okay, so first thing we do in the mornings with this is the Purium powder, because we've got to overcome nutritional deficiencies. This is such a problem. You know what the funny thing is? Now that I'm thinking about it, like if everybody in America started trying to do this, which I know would just change people's lives as far as their health, but all these products, I think that they would all be sold out. You wouldn't be able to buy any of this stuff. I don't think these companies can make enough for everybody. Now, I'm just kind of thinking about it now. I'm like, what if everybody? And like, I don't know if everybody could do it. Not that anybody would really. There's very few people out there who really care enough to do it. And I understand. There's a lot of broken people in the world, and hey, I was one of them. Sometimes I wonder if I still am. Maybe we're all a little broken. I know I am. And you know, I'm not saying that to like be negative about myself. You know, just people go through a lot. I went through a lot. But you know, me going through a lot is what brought me to the point where I am now. You know, as far as learning a lot of things that I've learned and valuing the little that I have, as far as, you know, it's not like, you know, I wish I had like, I'm putting a little chlorella in there, by the way. This is just leftovers. It's pretty much gone. I'm just putting a little splash. And I still haven't soaked these flax seeds. It's the only thing I'm not soaking in water. I want you to see a pattern of most of the stuff that I put in the smoothie has water in it. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a second. Let's go ahead and put the flax seeds in there. And let's see. Terry C says, hello, Greg. Hi, Helen. How's your smoothies? Is it nice? Real nice. Helen says, hello, drinking my smoothie minus the natto. Just found it online and ordered it. $25 shipping. Geez. It's different from any other smoothie. It is both sweet and savory. Very good and filling. Awesome. See that? There you go. It's got to be filling. See, that's the problem with like juicing. It feels real nice. It tastes good, but then it's just not gonna fill you up for long enough. You know, that's the quote unquote the biggest issue. Okay, moving on. I went grocery shopping yesterday, finally, because I was running short on everything. Okay, here's my greens, my soaked walnuts, my soaked raisins with natural boron from food, even though I will still put the minerals in there. Why? Well, you know what? Remember, everything's deficient, so I'm sure those raisins are no different. And they're from California. California. You know, it's funny, I got this email today. Very sweet person. Let's see here. We can't hear you when you get away from the camera. Hello, everyone. Really? Really? Sounds good. Somebody tell me if you can hear me, because Terry, if you like smoothies, you would love this one. That's weird. I got the ear pod in. Maybe turn up the volume. Can anybody here? Let me check. I'm gonna check. Right. Well, let's see if that makes a difference. Okay. I just switched ear pods. Maybe my ear pods are going bad. And I know they're not super good for you. I get that, the whole ear pod thing. But just remember, watch my video number 8 and see how much hydrogen protects you from radiation. Everybody's so worried about it. And actually, you know what? I just remembered. I got this necklace that's supposed to protect me from radiation. I should go grab that right now. And I'd be leaving the video, and then that's okay. I'll do it next time. But hydrogen protects you from radiation anyway. At least it appears. You guys know. I'm not making any claims or anything like that. I'm just saying there's some data that shows basically the hydrogen is very protective. Vitamin D is very protective too, and so is glutathione. So they're protective in different ways. I would say the most impressive is probably hydrogen, but it doesn't mean that the other ones are not impressive. And the truth is I use all of them anyway. You know, you got to get all your nutrients up so that you don't have to freak out about stuff, because it doesn't help us to stress out, you know, which is too bad. A lot of people stress out, and I get it. It's not like I don't stress out about things, you know. Probably like a lot of people just want a nice, peaceful life, right? That's all we want these days. Can we just have a little bit of that? Is that too much to ask? Just to have a peaceful life? But you know, it seems so these days. It seems like it's a little much to ask for. So we do the best we can. And that's the other thing, guys. We just do the best we can, you know, even when I had my terrible circumstances. Honestly, it kind of sucks. But all I did was do the best I could do. You know, that's all I could do. And yikes. Let's see. I'm washing the greens. You know, they're already pre-washed according to the packaging. And I believe them. But, just wash again just in case. I think I've washed them before. And then some of the water comes out a little dirty. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be picky. I normally didn't do that. That does make everything take longer. The washing of the At the very and notice, okay, so the first thing I put in is the powder. And like I was telling you guys, this is gonna be the hydrogen water challenge because I already drank it. But you guys, for those of you who have clean water and hydrogen, I drink 1 liter. Okay, 1 liter after I brush my teeth. So that's what I did in the morning. And you may not be able to do everything I do, but if you can just do this, I believe that'll make a difference. And I'm going to try to help you stay inspired here because that's what people keep telling me. They keep messaging saying, oh, you inspire me, you know, but that's why they like watching the videos and stuff. It gives them some inspiration. And, you know, I'm not even like really trying to be somebody who inspires anybody. I'm really just doing my normal routine. This is just my regular fight. And so drink 1 liter of hydrogen water in the morning. 20-30 minutes later, which is about what it takes to make the smoothie. Make a smoothie like this, and that's it. Live your life the way you normally would, which is terrible to say, but I'm just saying because let's start out easy, right? Don't get all crazy. You can go ahead and eat whatever you normally eat with your diet or do whatever you normally do. Just start easy. So we'll just start with the hydrogen water and these smoothies, and that's it. I've had family members who have done that because they didn't want to do everything else. And so I thought, okay, maybe this will be an easy one for you guys. And the reason is, you know, one, we get properly hydrated. Let me tell you something about hydration. Extremely important for your health. And we're going to do it with hydrogen water, which is, and clean water, preferably. And that is just straight up the most magical stuff we can do. Okay. And then, okay, so we got the greens, and notice the order. We put the powders, we put the greens. Now, after this, we got a lot of flexibility. I'm gonna put the raisins that I soaked in hydrogen water or clean water, whatever you can. I'm not gonna use them all up because I'm just gonna put a little bit in there for the sweetness. And next one, I'm gonna go with the blueberries. I could go in a lot of different directions. You know what? Here, I mean, once you establish the base, you got a little more flexibility. I'm gonna go with these broccoli sprouts that I make with hydrogen water. These things are very, very good for you. Lots of good data. Especially, a lot of this stuff is very anti-cancerous. Whoa, it's gonna make it taste earthy. And not just anti-cancerous, but also anti-parasitic. These ingredients that I put in. So, and you know, consuming these on the daily is gonna be, you know, really, really good for you. And that's why I said, even if you just did this in the morning. Okay, I'm gonna go with organic blueberries next. And hopefully this helps inspire you guys a little bit. I don't know if it will. That's just the comments that I've been getting lately. Like it really helps us to see you and you inspire us. That's what the comments that I'm getting. So I'm like, okay, let's see if I can help you guys. Because I still have people saying it's difficult to follow everything. So I'm like, how can I make it easier? And I think the easiest thing is just the hydrogen water and a smoothie. Just leave it at that. Just leave it at that. Because a smoothie in the end really is a multi-nutrient, what I would call it a multivitamin. Again, no claims here, no medical advice. I'm just saying that in my opinion. Now that's what I've been doing actually. And you know what? I did all the homework for you guys. I even spent the money making sure that it works because I did I've been doing the blood work for, gosh, years. And ultimately, it worked way better than I thought it would work. I mean, it didn't just impress me. It even impressed all the different doctors who have seen my blood work. Like, what in the world are you doing, boy? What you doing? Did you find some magic pill or something? I'm like, no, just a blender. Hydrogen water. What's hydrogen water? Well, sir, you might just have to read about that. It's funny, I've had so many doctors question me, and I always have to prove it to them because they're like, that just sounds like a bunch of nonsense. And then once I prove it to them, so here's a little literature. Why don't you read? And then after they read it, it's always the same thing. Oh my gosh, I did not know. I didn't know there was such a thing. I didn't know about hydraulic water. Like, it's not hydraulic water, it's hydrogen water. What are you, some type of mechanic? One of my mechanic friends is like, "You're gonna drink the hydrologic water." I'm like, it's not hydrologic water. Actually, it's from the hydrologic system because I clean the water with the hydrologic system, but not the hydrogen water. That's a different animal. Okay, let's see here. These are walnuts soaked in hydrogen water. Have you ever noticed something about walnuts? Anybody notice anything? It looks like a brain. See, it looks like the left and right side of the brain, you know? And, the problem is these days there's a lot of doctors recommending the wrong hydrogen. Oh my gosh, that's been so frustrating because I've had some contact me and say my patients are actually getting sick from it, and they were using the stuff that I don't recommend. They're using that Brown's gas stuff with the chemicals, and I'm like, of course they're going to get sick. It's not going to do them any favors. And especially when people are sick, it just makes it worse. Well, do not use chemicals when making hydrogen. That's just like really, really not very smart. But I've seen that a lot out there, mostly because it's cheap. That's the thing. It's all about cheap, even though they charge a lot of money for it. It's really the cheap way. And, if you want hydrogen tips, do not use any hydrogen where you're using stainless steel to make it. No stainless steel, no chemicals like lye, and no plated metals. Those are the things to look out for. Okay, I'm going to pour a little clean water or hydrogen water, whatever you have access to, into the smoothie as we go. If you guys haven't seen it, I'll show you in a second. I'm just pouring it up. I don't have enough hands to move the camera, so I'll just show you guys here in a second. Because if you don't pour it as you go, the blender will not blend. So I'm trying to show you guys how to do this. I'm telling you, if you can just give yourself 30 minutes extra every day, or preferably an hour. Say I just poured it up to here, the water. Make this smoothie and drink your hydrogen water, and boom, should be good to go. That should help a lot. Like that right there should really do a lot. Now, if you can drink hydrogen water throughout the day too, that's obviously going to help. But I'm just saying. If you can just do that, I'm trying to find the easiest, the easiest route for you guys. I'm really trying here. Well, it reminds me of that biblical verse. The path to death is the wide gate. It is the easy path, and many shall walk it. But the difficult path is the narrow gate. It's the difficult path, and few shall find it. So, what do? I don't know. We look for it, I guess. Seek and you shall find. I don't know. But that's all. I mean, I do this anyway, guys. I hope it helps you. I really do. If it doesn't, comment below and I'll just stop making the videos. It'd be that easy. I'm going to do this anyway, but I usually do it with the camera off. See how long my battery lasts today. I've noticed my battery was low today. Okay, I got all this stuff here. I was going to go ginger. Let's move these carrots. I don't have enough space. Yeah, it's funny if I really reflect back. I can't believe I've been doing this long. I've been making these smoothies every single day for years and years. I mean, it's my breakfast. What else am I going to make? And we got some magical organic ginger. I love how ginger heats up the core of the body because there is a correlation between the core body temperature and health. Very, very important. One of the things I'm trying to do here, I could probably just throw the whole thing in there, but first I washed it. Even though it's organic, there's still residue of some pesticides, sometimes cross-contamination. I did see a study on how removing pesticides from fruits and vegetables and just rubbing it really hard with your hands and running it under water was second best. Number one was soaking it in some solution, and if I remember correctly, it was like some type of salt solution, and I can't sit here soaking my stuff in salt solutions for 25 minutes, so this was good enough. It removed almost 80% of it anyway, and it being organic just made it, that much better. So anyway, I like to keep some of the skin on here, so notice that I'm just kind of like taking off some of the more not so savory parts, as I would say, and I want to keep some of it because I believe, and I've seen data support this. A lot of these quote unquote beliefs are because of data that I read. There are good properties in the skin of certain things and certain fruits and vegetables. And that's why I try to keep some of them on there, but I can't keep it all. I mean, I could, but I don't know. Especially the little spots that just look like, I don't think I want to eat that. It'd probably be fine. I guess I could experiment and just throw it all in there. Why not? Be faster, be easier. And you don't have to add ginger. Some person, you know what's funny? Somebody commented, they said, okay, can you put a link for everything you're putting in your smoothie? Like all these foods, like a recipe, but also a link. They were thinking there's a website, and I'm thinking, you go to the grocery store, dude. There's no website to get all these ingredients, but that was funny. I thought it's funny. Some of the questions people ask, I gotta say, it's like, it's almost like they don't think. They're just like, just send me a link for everything, and I'll just go to the website and order all these smoothie ingredients. Like all this stuff will just arrive in the mail. But maybe that's not the worst idea, right? I don't want to own any businesses personally. That's not. I have other things that I want to do with my life, and I don't have enough time to open a business, and I don't want to do that. But if I wanted to open up a business, I guess I could have like one of these websites where you just deliver everything. They deliver food to you, right? So what if they just delivered all the stuff, all the food that goes in the smoothie? Wouldn't that just be interesting? I'm not even reading your comments. Sorry, guys. You got a lot of stuff here. I'll have to. I'll read it in a moment, and I'll comment and everything. I guess everybody else can read them though, because I'm focused on making this smoothie today. Of course, today I have a lot going on as usual. Everybody's busy, right? Okay, let's put some magic beets in there. Magic beets. That's funny. That's like putting magic music. Give me a fat beat. All right, magic beets. Magic beets it is. I wonder why they call them beets. How do you say this in other languages? I don't know. I'm not very good with names of foods in other languages for some reason. Actually, I know ninjin. I do know hotate. I know salsamora. I don't know. I'm like just saying random foods now that I know another language. Wasn't there one? Look at this. Look how it just stains, which is like beautiful between blueberries, the beets, and the chlorophyll I'm going to put in there. Whew, stuff stains. This is kind of dangerous here. I'm going to get my hand out of the way so I don't cut myself. I am not a chef, guys. I am not a professional chef. Boy, this is pretty though. You got to admit, nature is just unbelievable. Like when I say unbelievable, it's like literally like if people were ever like, I don't believe in God, I want to see a miracle. Remember how the scriptures say, God created the heavens and the earth or whatever? I feel like there's miracles all around us. Just look around, right? Look at this guy. Look how pretty that is. And I'm not talking religion, by the way. I'm talking, creation and the beauty of nature, all that kind of stuff. Not to offend anybody, by the way. If people are religious, I don't care. That's the thing. I think people should have freedom. All I really care about is people being nice to each other. That's all I really care about. Be nice to each other, guys. Be kind. It's like stop hurting each other. Everybody hurts each other too much these days. Whether it's bullies or whether it's mean people on social media. Can you imagine if everybody was actually trying to be nice and support each other with love and kindness? Oh my gosh. And everything that's rooted from that, like for example, this is actually one of the reasons that I really like that hydrogen company that makes the Hydrofix, because they're putting a lot of love and effort into making something that's like amazing. I found out that they could have made their hydrogen machine in China so they could make bigger profits, and they didn't. They said, nope, we want to make the best hydrogen machine and we don't care how much it costs. And they're like, we're going to make it in Japan. And I was like, awesome. Because they wanted it done right. And the carbon distiller that I like, the carbon distiller company, like, oh, we can make stuff in China too. It could be cheaper too, but they said, nope, we're going to make it in America. Stuff like that. Oh, you know what? See, I knew I was missing something. I just knew it. I knew it. And where is it? Can anybody guess what I'm missing? For those regulars? Oh, no. Oh, boy. I'm going to be using something different today, but I know I'm not supposed to, but I just don't see the one that I'm supposed to use, so I'm gonna have to go with the one that I'm not supposed to use. I guess I won't show you the picture, but it's natto, the secret ingredient, but it's a special one today. This one's from Japan, and there's a picture of Mount Fuji on this one. Oh yes, these are the ones that taste like butter. Can you believe that? These beans taste like butter, guys. Look at the size of these beans. You notice the difference between this and what I normally use? I'm not supposed to use these for smoothies, but I'm going to. I'm such a jerk. You're such a jerk. You're not supposed to use those. I'm going to smell these because why do they taste like butter? I don't get it. Oh, it smells good actually. Okay, I am becoming a natto man, I got to tell you. I'm nutty for natto. It is kind of nutty, buttery, and obviously it's fermented. I got to say, I don't know what the smoothie's going to taste like today. But we're going to put the natto. Let's activate it. See, you can't see? Can't see anything? Now let's activate this sucker. Now this is different. But natto, why natto? Man, natto's got, okay. I have these combination for a reason, actually. Natto will thin your blood. You combine that with the hydrogen, opening up ghost vessels. Holy smokes. And then you have all the nutrition and all the hydration. That's a recipe for, not disaster, but a recipe for health. Let me tell you something. Your blood is going to be bringing all sorts of nutrients to your body. You know, your blood's like a river, guys, and it's like a river carrying all these wonderful nutrients. And you don't want to put Twinkies in there. You know, it gets all clogged up, and a lot of sugary stuff increases risk of infection. A lot of fatty stuff gets all clogged up, and then the blood can't even get where it needs to go. This is a magical Mount Fuji natto. I love Mount Fuji. One of these days, I'm going to go real soon, guys. That's why I've been so busy lately. I got to plan all this stuff, and it's such a pain in the rear because you're going to leave everything behind your whole life, you know? So come on, natto, activate. Let's do this. And, you know, the science shows that you should stir it at least 100 times. Doesn't mean that stirring it more is not good. Apparently, it still could be good. They're saying a minimum of 100 times to really activate this sucker. And I don't know if you're counting, but I'm not counting. And hopefully somebody's counting because otherwise we're all lost. We're all headed off a cliff. I'm kidding, by the way. Yeah, down the health cliff. Woohoo! Actually, we're ascending, right? Ascending with hydrogen. This is good stuff right here. I'm excited because I'm curious how this is going to change the taste of it. All right, that should be good enough. And it got all foamy in the middle. You can kind of see it there. These are different. Hope I don't. I have so much of the other ones. I should have really just not been lazy and grabbed them. Wasn't lazy really. I just wanted to try these. Sneaky little hydrogen man. Why? Why do you like those? Because they taste good. Why do they taste good? Mother Nature made them that way. Because my palate responds and the brain signals that go into my brain tell me this tastes good. You ever seen those people who eat weird things like cans? Like you're eating cans and they eat like metal or something and like tastes good. Or they just crave it. That's so weird. I think it has to do with probably some nutritional deficiency or just something wrong with them. It's like one or the other. And maybe it's just different for different people. Okay. So what's the next ingredient? Anybody guess? Any guesses? Going once, going twice. Any guesses? Any guesses? We are going to go with a green banana, dang it. You know what? I wonder if I should try not to use the green ones. Maybe I'll save those. Let's try a ripe one today because I went and bought some. Short and stubby. Did you guys see that? Not to get too political. Did you guys see that? I probably shouldn't even bring it up, but anyway, Joe Biden thing where he's talking about ice cream. Like, ooh, chocolate chip ice cream. I came here for chocolate chip ice cream. Chocolate chick. Chocolate chick. You know, chocolate chickies. Chocolate chip ice cream. And there's apparently been some shooting. That's so sad, you know, this whole shooting thing. Why do you think this is happening? I know it's not guns, right? Because it's clearly people who, it's like cars or guns or anything else. Humans are the ones who, you know, have them. And he comes out talking about ice cream, which is kind of funny. You know, the reason it's funny because isn't that what old people in like, what do they call it? A senior home like old people with dementia, or isn't that what they always want? Like ice cream, isn't that what they always give old people when they're like, you know, in their dementia palace or whatever? And kids too. They always want to give kids ice cream and old people ice cream. What is it about ice cream? You know, I don't even eat ice cream. It's funny, but I don't. I mean, is it delicious? I'm sure it is, but I kind of prefer a little warm tea. Warm tea will kind of warm up my soul. I love noodles. I'll tell you one thing, Japanese make noodles like no other, guys. They are obsessed. I'm going to show you some of the best noodles, in my opinion, in the world. I'm not making any claims. I'm going to beat that dead horse because people never leave me alone about stuff like that. But I will say, I thought that was weird that he was talking about ice cream and he looked like a dementia patient. He's like walking around. He's like, I'm Joe Biden. That's who I am. It's like, you trying to remind yourself? It's like, I got to remind myself who I am. I'm Joe Biden. I am the husband of Dr. Jill Biden. It's like, yeah, that's cool, dude. Congratulations. You know your name. I came down here for chocolate chip ice cream. But you know, it's funny that he said that because he's like, I got a whole refrigerator full of it. It's like, well, why would you come down for it if you got a whole refrigerator full of it? I don't understand you, mister. And you know, that's cool that, you know, but I thought we had more important things to do, like run a country. Chocolate chip ice cream. My goodness. Shouldn't talk about religion or politics, dude. You're going to get yourself in trouble. Really? Why? Because people don't like to hear about that stuff. Oh, really? Why? Because it matters too much. Oh, why? I don't know, dude. Just stop asking why. Why? What does why really mean? Anyway, let's get philosophical. Let's get real deep about this. Nah, let's not. Let's not and say we did. That was always my father's favorite line when I was a kid. Hey, Dad, let's go do this. Let's not and say we did. I'm like, what? Are you trying to confuse me, Daddy? That's right, son. We're all going crazy. He used to say that. I'm like, where are we going? Goes, we're going crazy. That's where we're going. Going crazy. I'll tell you, the world sure seems like it's going crazy. And you know what? I hate to say it. Am I really worried about it? I mean, I don't like it. Okay. I don't like the pollution in the water. I don't like pollution in the air. I don't like a president that forgets what he's saying and then reads teleprompter incorrectly and doesn't know what the heck he's doing. I don't like the sugar in the I don't like that we subsidize sugar. I hate that. Why are we paying sugar companies and sugar's in everything? They clearly must make enough profit. Why the heck are we subsidizing those things? We should subsidize good stuff, you know, not crappy processed sugar. We should subsidize organic farmers. I'll tell you that much. They go against the grain. And I appreciate the farmers. I love the farmers. I mean, heck, we wouldn't have any of this if it wasn't for farmers. Look at all these vegetables I'm cutting up here. Look at this beautiful organic celery, right? I don't know, guys. That's what I like. You know, and although the world's not perfect, what are we going to do? Go sit in a corner and cry about it? I mean, what do we want? A participation trophy? I'm just kidding. That people always make fun of those. That's why I'm bringing it up. You know, what do we do? You know, I think we just have to do the best we can because look, one thing's for certain. We're all going to die. We're all going to die. And you know what? I think Lao Tzu said it really well. He said something like, you know, you just have to live well. You got to be a good person. You know, I think Jordan Peterson just said the other day, and I actually agree with him very much just because of what I've seen in my life. He said, I'm more scared of hell than I am of dying. Somebody was asking me to be scared of dying, and I'll tell you one thing, 100% agree. I am more scared of hell because, you know, I've seen some things. Let's just put it that way. I won't go into great detail, but the things that I've seen scared me straight. I'm like, nope. And I was never even a bad person, but I just stepped up my game. I want it to be even better, you know. And even this. Maybe people don't agree with these smoothies or smoothie. The phone's almost dying. You know, even these smoothies. This is a way for me to not only respect myself, but my, as silly as it may sound, my creator. There we go. There's my chia seeds right there. You know, and that to me is love. See, that's what I think. You know, understanding what love really is. You know, I like love in action. Not just saying like, oh, I love you, and then that's it. I mean, how do you show? That's actually, it's funny. That's a very big Japanese thing. A lot of people probably don't know this. The Japanese pretty much almost never say that they love someone. They tend to show that they love. And funny, I'm looking for carrots and they're here on the counter. So you show people because it's the actions in motion, and that's why they do a lot of nice things. They do a lot of like gift giving, lot of nice gestures, and I think showing love, and that's what I'm doing. These smoothies. Now look, I'm trying to show you guys some love too by showing you how I do it, what I've discovered, what took me so long, by the way, to figure out this very simple stuff that could potentially improve your health. I'm not going to make any claims about these carrots or anything else, but love in motion, love in action, and I'm showing love to me. I'm actually respecting myself. Now, am I doing perfect? No, I'm not going to claim that I'm being perfect because I'm not being perfect. Like I told you guys before, there's still things that I do that I probably shouldn't do. In fact, I was considering, I probably won't, but I was thinking about going out today and having some vegetarian sushi, which is not unhealthy, by the way. But I was considering it but it's not. It's probably not going to be all organic or any of that stuff. But I do things that are not perfect all the time. Like I had a friend come over. Well, it's probably been 2 weeks now, whatever it was, and he brought some beer, and I was like, okay. I normally treat myself pretty good, so I think I had half a beer or whatever, and I'm not going to be perfect, but am I trying? Am I doing better than I normally would? Yeah, and that's why I said this is a challenge right here. All you have to do is drink 1 liter of clean hydrogen water in the mornings. I mean, even if you don't drink anything else throughout the day, which is crazy, by the way, that's not what I recommend, but I'm saying to make it easy for everybody, just 1 liter hydrogen water in the morning. That's what I did from my Lourdes Hydrofix, obviously, because it just makes the best water. Let's just be honest. That's just what everybody knows it too, by the way. I've been finding out that all these other hydrogen companies, they drink it too. It's so funny. Anybody who is in the real know. Everybody knows that it's the best, but whatever. That's a whole other conversation. Point is, you drink that, you make this smoothie, takes about 20 minutes. I timed it before when I'm not just yapping and I just get to it, make it. And just drink up this smoothie for breakfast. And then that's it. The rest of your day, live it the way you normally live it. If you go eat Twinkies and sausage McMuffins and whatever, go ahead. Do whatever you want to do. But as long as you can do that in the morning, you tell me how you feel. Let's do a 10-day challenge. 10-day, that's it. I'm not saying 10 years. I've been doing this for probably close to that. Whatever it is. I'm just saying. It's a little challenge. I hope this inspires you guys to be better to yourself. Because I believe, how are we going to be good to others if we can't even be good to ourselves? I mean, really. That's just, that reminds me of, it was funny. I had a meditation where this came to me in the meditation, but yet I ended up seeing it written by Rumi, I don't know, 3 years later after that meditation. And it basically said, when I was young and dumb, I wanted to change the world. I remember that. Been there, done that. And then when I grew older and wiser, I realized it is myself that I must change. And why? Well, think about it, guys. Because when you change yourself, you're part of this world and you can inspire this world. You can have an effect on it. So, when you change yourself, that if everybody did that, rather than going around trying to change people, because that's what a lot of people try to do, forget that. Try to change you. Try to be a better version of you. And if everybody did that, I believe the world would be a better place. And that's just me, okay? Okay, don't get all crazy out there. All right, that looks like the final touches to me. What do you think about my cake? I'm baking a smoothie cake here. Hydrogen cake. So I have made hydrogen pancakes before. They get really fluffy. Fluffy. Okay, let's put some little more clean hydrogen water or just clean water, whatever you have access to. You probably don't have time to let these smoothies soak for like 20 minutes, but then again, we're making them and they're soaking them as we go. So I guess that might work. Okay, we're going to add a magic ingredient. Now that we have all these magical ingredients already in here, let's add concentrates trace minerals. They remove almost all the salt, which is what I like, and yet they keep all the great minerals. Why? Because our food is deficient in minerals. And look, there are minerals in our food. So there are minerals in here, okay? but I'm just adding more because I believe that we're deficient. That's one of the reasons I put the chia seeds in there too. They have a lot of minerals too. There's minerals in all this stuff. All right, I just added more. Oh, dancing. Make sure it doesn't dance off this counter while I go dump the compost. All right, let's go dump the compost because I am ready to drink that smoothie. I can already. I'm not even that hungry though, to be honest, but I'm gonna drink it. It's good for me. And it's very filling. It really does satisfy me all day long. I like to shut it off periodically, let the blender settle. Everything settles, and then you can hear it get chopped up again when you start. Okay. Yeah. Just some of this. This is mine. Let's put a little hydrogen water. I like to cut these with just a little hydrogen water. Now remember, do not use any water that is alkaline water when you do this. No Kingdom or lye, because it does make a difference when you're eating. You want to use pH neutral water made properly. So please make sure they don't follow these protocols unless you're using the right equipment, guys. I can't emphasize that enough. I keep telling people that they don't listen. Because it could potentially be harmful, actually. That's why. Okay, I guess I could explain if somebody really wants to know. But for right now, let's just finish this up. Oh, dang. This was loose. Oh, that would have been messy. Oh, boy. I got lucky there. Dodged the bullet. Okay. Smoothie bullet. Okay, let's go halfway. Why halfway? Anybody know? Anybody know? Well, I'm about to show you why. Why? Why hydrogen? Well, because we're about to put more magic ingredients. Now, you don't have to add all these magic ingredients. Some of them are more necessary than others. I will show you which ones I think are more necessary. But if you want to do the challenge, you can do all of them if you want. But we're talking some straight up good nutrition right here. Okay. All right. Let's get this going. First one, ionic zinc. I know I'm getting enough from my Purium powder and all my food, but instead of putting 4 pumps, and this is just because I happen to have it, so I'm just going to do 1 pump because that's just more than enough for me. Other people, I don't know, but that's just me. That's not a total necessity. This one's total necessity. This one right here, can you read it? Can you see what it says? No, dude, you're shaking it. D3 and K2. Vitamin D3, I will have to take this for the rest of my life. It is obviously not even a vitamin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Supposedly 4 drops is 5,000 IUs, but vitamin D3 is just too important for the rest of my life. It's just basically, you just can't find it in food. That's the issue. Can you read this one? What if I go like this? This one's boron. All right, boron is something that's really good for your ligaments, your bones, your brain health, your sex hormones, meaning estrogen and testosterone if you're male or female. This is good for both male and females. And so boron, very, very important stuff, especially for a lot of older guys who keep contacting and saying, dude, how can I get my testosterone up? There you go. This one is not totally necessary, but I got chlorophyll because this company sent it to me, which was very nice of them. I appreciate it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hey, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All this stuff is food. I mean, food and minerals. That's the stuff that I'm into. I'm not into a lot of synthetic pills. Notice I don't do a lot of pills. Pills are garbage in my opinion, okay? Most of them. And that's why I did half, because now I'm going to pour the other half. This stuff looks a little thick still. Should have blended it a little bit more. But that's okay. We'll just get by today, shall we? I got another magic ingredient coming up. Highly nutritious. Another food. Let food be thy medicine. Why? Because it's the way the body assimilates best is food. Now, notice that all those things I put in there were ionic, by the way. Ionic is the second best way. Number 1 is food, but second best is ionic. It's like bionic. I am the ionic bionic. Okay, hemp hearts. This is the next one. No, this is not marijuana hearts. Oh, hearts. See, it's love. We're talking about love today. And it's green. Green is the color of love. Why? I don't know. There we go. That ended that, didn't it? All right, let's add some of this stuff. This is all full of nutrition. Most well-balanced omegas in the world. And I don't even know why I'm doing this video because we have almost nobody in here. This is hilarious. I'm just realizing I've probably been talking to myself the whole time. Like, what are you doing, dude? I'm just talking to myself. You know, it's funny. I was walking around the grocery store talking to myself yesterday because I'm so used to doing it for these videos that I was talking to myself. That was hilarious, actually, now that I think about it. Anyway, let's try this guy. One more ingredient, too. Golly be jolly. Good stuff right there. My goodness. Now we can read your comments, and I bet you there's a bunch of them. Let's try to. Sorry that I positioned the camera for my eyes, not yours, because otherwise I can't read it. Okay, last ingredient for me. Hydrogen. I like to inhale it while I eat. I do not recommend inhaling the wrong type. Of course, this is the Lourdes Hydrofix challenge because the wrong ones are, honestly, if you don't do it right, could potentially be harmful. I'll just leave it at that. I already know the data. And so instead of telling you guys the wrong ways, I'll just tell you the right ways. I'm going to take this earpiece out. And you know what? This phone's about to die. Forgot. Good timing. Just remember to plug her in. It was about to die on you guys. We were about to go bye-bye. Come on. I'll be right back. Oh, we made it. In the cutoff time. Okie dokie. Let's go through your, wow, many comments. Okay, Helen says, hello. Oh yeah, she's drinking the smoothie minus a natto. Helen said it's different from other smoothies. You better believe it, girl. That is the hydrogen made smoothie. I don't know. Did I invent it? I mean, technically, I guess I did. Is it that special? I mean, I think it is. But I'm gonna invent new ones in Japan because it's gonna be new ingredients. I just get whatever I can. Okay. Terry says, if you like smoothies, you will love this one. Alicia says, yes, it works now. Yay. Okay. That made a difference. Terry, yes, great idea. At least the water and smoothies. See, there you go. This is a challenge. It's only 10 days. Who wants to join in? Who's with me? Who's coming with me? You guys remember that line from a movie? Who's coming with me? That was Jerry Maguire. Alicia says, I guess soaking and sprouting legumes with hydrogen water would be awesome. Yeah. Heck yeah. Sprouting's really good for you, by the way. Boy, that hydrogen water gets my nose going in the mornings. Lots of hydration. Whew, all right. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Haha, stupid doctors. That's Terry C. She says, mine told me cheese is not fattening. What? Oh my goodness. I don't get the doctor sometimes. They're supposed to be so smart, but that is literally what cheese and milk was designed for. Little tiny cows drink milk so they can turn into gigantic cows. Milk has all sorts of hormone and fats and nutrients. It makes you get big, but remember, when a cow gets big, it stops having milk. See, even they know. They start eating greens, you know, grass, at least if they're grass-fed. Turned out good today. That's so funny. Stupid doctors. Okay, Alicia says, would it have a different effect inhaling hydrogen for an hour and then drinking the water that is already saturated versus running the machine for 30 minutes and drink the water and then inhale? Yes, there is a difference. You want to drink first. But if you inhale first, it's fine. You can do that. It just won't be as powerful. That's all. But they both work. And remember, this is not medical advice, okay? That's just my opinions. Just my opinions here. Everything's my opinion, guys. Hope you get that. Jazz Banana says, hey, Greg, I can see you're well as usual. Well, thank you. I know I had like a 6-pack of beer yesterday and I feel right as rain. I'm just kidding. Beer doesn't sit super well with me, but I do really enjoy breweries. They're really fun sometimes. But I can't have it too often. Without specific names for items, would you be able to explain your parasite prevention protocol prior to a fast? My protocol is 3 months. 3 to 4 month protocol. There's 3 items that I specifically use, and I can't give you the names of them. Well, one of them is food grade diatomaceous earth. I can give you that one. Second one starts with an, I don't know, and starts with an F, as in fun. And then the last one starts with an I, and don't be typing them in there. I'm just have to make a Rumble video one of these days. Explain all this to you guys. Actually, there is a video. I'm sorry, I take it back. There's a video 396. There's a link, and it's for the anti-cancer protocol. And it costs like $9 or something to watch it, but it's like almost 2 hours. I go through everything. It's weird, everybody left. Okay, whatever. We'll just keep going because nobody cares. Okay, so hopefully, and I would do that before a fast. I would one, do the anti-parasitic protocol, and I would definitely be using hydrogen anyway on the regular, and load up on nutrients. Yeah, load up on nutrients, because when you fast, it depletes you. You got to prep your body for such things. Okay, I know, let's keep going. Come on, a lot of comments here. Where are we go? Where are we left off? Okay, Terry C says, I use a spoon of peeled ginger. It just rubs off. I don't know what that is. A spoon to peel. Oh, really? Interesting. Terry C, LOL, people want links for everything. So lazy. Oh yeah, I know. Isn't that weird? And there are their Yetis back. Magic Beats, Magic D, Magic everything around here, because it is magic. You know, when I was, I look for magic, by the way. When I say magic, I don't know, maybe I should explain myself someday. I think Jesus called it the kingdom of God. And I called it magic. It's like magic because it's so beautiful. Anyway, I've seen it. Oops, shouldn't have said that. Okay, anyway. Moving on, otherwise we might delete this video. Beetroot. Oh, you guys remember root beer? Back when root beer used to be healthy? Not anymore, don't drink that stuff. Betabel o remolacha. Well, there you go, Alicia, thank you. I believe she's talking about beets. That's how you say it in Spanish, betabel. Such a beautiful word too, because it's a lot like rose petal. How do you say rose petal, Alicia? I'd like to know how you say rose petal compared to beets. All right, Helen says, Greg, I have the whole flax seeds. Do I put them in the smoothie as is? That's what I did. Yeah, just watch my video. Didn't we just go over this? But yes, I just put them in whole. Terry says, hey, Yeti. Northia says, hey, Terry. You guys flirting on my YouTube channel? Live and let live, I say. Yeah, it's called freedom. Just do your thing as long as you're not hurting nobody. Alicia Gonzalez, natto, hemp, natto. You guys are all guessing the ingredients. Nice, you're right. Jazz Banana says, making my smoothie RN as well right now. You go, girl. You got the hydrogen water and hydrogen smoothie challenge. Well done, Jazz. Northern Yeti, is there any real difference in the natto beans except for taste? Yes. I've noticed black natto is mild tasting. Oh, I've never had black natto. check that out. But yes, there's a difference because there's different kinds of beans. It's just you're fermenting different ones. Can't wait to get my natto, says Helen. Here we go, natto, vitamin K, thins the blood. Natto kinase or natto kinase enzymes. Me too, Helen, never had it before. Helen Herb says bananas. Banana, everybody's guessing the next ingredient. Not them nasty green bananas. I know, I'm trying to see if they'll ripen up. Terry C says, LOL, Brandon's a weirdo. I know, he really did seem like a weirdo that day. It's like, I'm Joe Biden. And everybody's laughing. Ha ha ha, you're hilarious. He's got a bunch of people just doing whatever he says. I want some chocolate chip ice cream. It's like, I don't think that's very good for your brain. I'm not trying to offend you or anything, but I think you need some hydrogen water in a smoothie is what that guy needs. Give him a straw. Maybe put an IV in him. All right, Terry C. Old people homes. Yes, I used to work in one. See? Brandon needs to be in one. See, that's what I'm saying. I thought the old people homes is where they serve that magical ice cream he talks about so much. Older folks like chocolate pudding and Jell-O too. Oh, good one. Yeah, maybe next time he'll talk about chocolate pudding. Wasn't that Mr. Bill Cosby? The pudding. I can't do Bill Cosby. I can't do anything really. I just making up sounds as I go. Okay, El Niño Kodak says, do you know anything about Giardia parasite? Actually, I do. I know quite a bit about Giardia and what they call Plasmodium style parasites. So I invented my own protocol for parasites. But you can read a lot about it online. That's where I got all my info. It's hard to find some research though. The Japanese know a lot about parasites. He don't understand what's going on, does he? Says Terry. I assume she's talking about Biden. Helen says, yay for farmers. I live in a farm community. Lots of fresh food here. Oh, you're lucky, Helen. That's where I want to go. I'm going to try to go to a Japanese farming community. Terry says we have to work on ourselves to change the world. I agree. Oh boy. I just quoted Joe Biden. Remember when they're like, let's go, Brandon? He goes, I agree. I just quoted him. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to quote him. Love is cooperation. Helen says, I agree. Oh boy, more quotes. Love is a verb. Northern Yeti says, I read somewhere that in Japan you should give a girl chocolate if you like her. That's America, brother. It's called Valentine's Day. Actually, I believe on Valentine's Day, it's the girls that approach the boys, which is kind of nice because otherwise you got a bunch of guys approaching girls and they look like a bunch of idiots because all the girls don't like. It's like you rarely get it right. Terry C says, oh, that smells good actually. I'm smelling these flowers. Oh, they smell so good. I would show them to you, but then they would drip everywhere. I'll turn the camera later. Okay, yes, totally, Greg, your smoothies are showing love. Oh, thank you, Terry. Terry says, I think if you eat healthy like having a smoothie each and every morning, eventually you won't crave the rubbish food. Your tastes will change. And you know what? You're right, Terry. I can literally live off this stuff all day. I drink this and then I just wait for dinner. I couldn't do that at the beginning, but then I got used to it. Nicole says, yes, teach by example. You know, I believe Jesus did that a lot, which, I mean, I love his words, but I also realize that he really did walk the walk, and something I appreciate about him. I love Jesus. I love Jesus. He's a nice guy. Okay, Terry C says, you know, Kukai was a really nice guy too, though, and so was Lao Tzu, and so was Krishna. And Melchizedek was a pretty nice guy. Moses and Elijah seemed like pretty nice people. A lot of nice people. Terry C says, so true, Greg. Change yourself. We cannot change others. Oh, believe me, I've noticed that. And I don't even want to try to change others anymore. That's when I was young and foolish. And I was realizing to myself, I'm like, dude, you're trying to help change others and you need some work. I need to change you. My whole life's about that pretty much at this point. Alicia says, you have a good combo for testosterone there with the zinc and boron. Yeah. Yep. Northern Yeti says, I just thought of something. If you have K2 in the D3, there is K2 in the natto. Yes, that's correct. You just realized that? Alicia Gonzalez says, I'm very confused with the ionized water info coming out. That's because there's a lot of bad info. Sorry, Japan already knows about it. That's the weird part. They already know. America is just, they're always about 1 or 2 decades behind. The water ionizer thing is just, money confuses things too. Terry C says, really want the hemp hearts. You can order them online, they're expensive, but. Seeking and Being says, hi Greg. I haven't been able to make it to your live videos lately, but I'm here now. I'm here. Hello, somebody say hi. Hello to everyone that is here learning and supporting. Thank you, Seeking and Being, that's very nice of you. Alicia says, they taste so nutty and delicious, Terry. Boy, Terry says, you're not alone. There's 14 people in here. Yeah, 14's like, I mean, it's a small amount. It's okay, as long as it helps somebody. Helen says, ha 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 ha. I always talk to myself too. I guess it helps my thought process. I don't talk to myself very much actually, but more so lately since these videos, I'm getting used to it. It's like I'm training to talk to myself. That's funny. Are they, Alicia? Yum. Greg, you can take us to the supermarket. We don't mind. I've thought about it, especially when you go to Japan. I don't think I could go live, but I could record it and then you guys can watch it. I can try to go live, but in Japan I won't have internet until I get home. I'm only gonna have Wi-Fi. Terry C says, yes, I couldn't what? Nalev, she said, I couldn't believe. Yes, I couldn't believe my doctor said cheese is not fattening and she is a top kidney consultant. Oh Lord. You know, here's where, seriously, it's kind of crazy. I would totally challenge her. I would say, look, you take a patient with 30% kidney function. I will take one of your patients with 30% kidney function. Let's see them do your thing and they can do whatever it is I do. And let's just see what happens. Like a total challenge and see whose kidneys do better. She's gonna pump that person so full of cheese, their kidneys are gonna get all clogged up. Would you drink sake in Japan, says Alicia. Yeah, I mean, I can have a little sake. I've had sake. I think I have some here, but I'm not a huge fan of it. But yeah, if somebody offers it, I might have some. I'm not going to drink it regularly, though. I'm actually looking to go to Japan to kind of take my training to another level. As you know, I'm going to be a little more strict on me. Right now, I'm not as strict because, guys, I was so strict for so long and sick for so long. I've been like relaxing lately. Maybe a little too much. Jazz Banana says, holy, I'll check that out. Thank you. Norma says, we're here. Yeah, I know. Jazz Banana says, 3 months is a while. That's because parasites have a 3-month cycle. And if you just take something to kill some parasites for like 3 days or a week, I invented the 3-month protocol because the data on them, when they die, you actually have basically I would say just about everybody. So 99%, I mean, everybody's got them. I don't know if I have them anymore, but you have eggs in your lungs. This is how smart parasites are. They put eggs in your lungs, and when they die, somehow they can get them to be released again, and they burrow back into your body and start growing all over again. So 3 months is a cycle where I keep killing them until the eggs are gone. To the defense of searching floor, searching for links can be censored and hard to find. Pétalos de rosa. Oh, there you go. So pétalos. Wait, pétalos is rose. I don't know, leaves, rose. But then betabel. Well, I guess they don't sound much like each other. Somehow in my head they do. I don't know why, because I'm a dummy. Terry C says, yes, Greg, it's cool when you find out magic is real. Oh yeah, it's definitely real. I've seen it. And I don't mean magic like, disappearing a coin behind your ear or anything. Libertad. There we go. Maybe if we talk in Spanish, they can't censor us. Freedom. You guys remember that movie? What's that guy's name? Yeah, the freedom guy from Ireland. Get more smoothie. Let's say this is pretty filling today. Feels good. Okay, I gotta go about my day soon, but I'm also making some koji. I didn't show you guys. If you really want to see it, just comment below and I'll show you the koji, which is a healthy dessert. It's not just a healthy dessert, it's like extremely good for you. It's fermented too. Okay, where is my chocolate then, Yeti? LOL, says Terry. Where's my chocolate? Better give me some of that chocolate. Okay, Northern Yeti says, I guess the Japanese custom is correct. I will have to send you some, Terry. Wait a second. He will send some. It's the girl who's supposed to give you some. Unless I'm confused and one of you is a Yeti. Okay, Terry says, LOL, Yeti. Thank you. Northern Yeti says, yep, that's what it was. The girls give the guys chocolate. Yep, you were wrong. That's okay. People make mistakes. I've been trying to correct a lot of people's mistakes on the internet, but it's not working. Don't worry, Terry. I can still send you chocolate. Some of that Northern Yeti chocolate. Smells like big feet. Northern Yeti. We should have chocolate shaped in Bigfoot's feet. That'd be funny. Okay, Northern Yeti, glad to see you back here seeking. We have had some real bangers in here lately. Oh, that's right. I did share some stories. You know what? Maybe I should finish that story. Well, I don't know if I have time today. Okay. Norma says, yes, the girls give chocolates to the boys in February, and in March, the boys give the girls something white. Beautiful. Who wants leaded-filled American chocolate? Well, here, I'll show you something white here. It also happens to smell really, really, really good. Oh, they smell so good. Casablanca lilies. Casablanca, that's Spanish for White House. Boy, I'm not real fond of the White House right now, though. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. I don't mean to get all geopolitical here. But you know what? It doesn't really matter because there's only 13 people, so. I like competent people. Did I just say that? Oops. I mean, I don't care if people are not competent if we're just hanging out. But if I'm working with someone, like my mechanic, I want a competent mechanic. I don't want some guy chocolate ice cream all over his face. Forgetting that my car is leaking oil everywhere. I don't know. Stupid example. Okay, next. You deserted us yesterday, Yeti. Bad man. Northern Yeti says, I know. Was doing some stuff at work. Wish I could share, but no pics. Hey, Seeking, says Terry. Quansack says, do you believe in hydrogen peroxide in the ears when feeling ill? Well, this is where it's dangerous, Quansack, because the simple answer is yes. The problem is you better know your mixture. I diluted myself from food-grade hydrogen peroxide, and if you do it wrong, you can really burn yourself and hurt yourself. So, but yeah, if you do it right, I've definitely done it for ear infections. Seeking and Bean says, hi, Terry. Northern Yeti says, are you training with the stone people? That's weird that you asked that because there wasn't weird offer made to me, but boy, that was years ago. I guess I'm gonna have to, who knows, maybe I'll, that's an interesting question, Northern Yeti. Very interesting. But I am gonna be doing some training. You know, I think they helped me. I'll have to share that story someday. Terry says, Greg, I hope that my destiny get myself better than help others. Oh, well, see, when people want to help others, see, that's the way we should live, right? I wish the White House would help everybody out by lowering their taxes and stop going to war already. My goodness. And put America first. Not that we want to be jerks or anything, but you can't be good to anybody if you're not in a good place. So America should be in a good place, and then we can help everybody. But we got a lot of problems going on. Let's see. Terry, he's still waiting for the rest of the Stone story when Greg has time. Yeah, I'll have to share that sometime. Remind me next time. Maybe I can tell it while I make the smoothie. RW says, isn't better to start on full moon for parasites? But I guess in 3 months you'll hit few full moons, LOL. Yeah, you could do that. But yeah, you're already correct. You just answer your own question. Helen says, just finished my smoothie. I am so full. Good to go for my walk. You go, girl. Hope you enjoyed it. Those Casablanca lilies are gorgeous. Yeah, they smell good too. Ah, boy. Good girl, Helen. Focus Pocus is watching. Terry says, you don't take fools gladly, then Greg. What? I don't know if I understand. You don't take fools gladly, then Greg. I don't gladly take fools. I'm okay with fools as long as they're not running the country. I mean, I'm a fool. But you don't got me running the country. Though I do think I could probably do better than him, but that's not saying much. Norma says, why would you want a practicing doctor? Would you take your car to a mechanic who's practicing? Crazy logic. Smash the thumbs up, says Focus Pocus. Oh, thank you. Norma says, taxes will go away. Hang in there, it's coming. Go away? I don't know. It seems to me that they're just a part of life, but I don't know about going away. They just try to squeeze you when there's no juice left. Sneaky little guys. All right, guys, any final questions? Texas. I thought it said Texas. Texas is going to go away. Hang in there. I was like, Texas? Oh, wait, Texas. Texas, yeah. Anybody live in Texas? I've been debating, where am I going to move? Somebody said Texas. That's where all the gun owners are. Safest state in America. I'm not really sure if that's true. I'm just, yeah. Thanks for everything, says sunshine. Sunshine. Yeah, it's not sun shining today. It's pretty rainy, actually. All right, guys. So remember, we're doing the hydrogen water challenge from the Lourdes Hydrofix every morning for 10 days. At least half a liter. I'm doing a liter. And then the smoothie. And then that's it. You guys can do whatever you want all day long. Some guys are going to be like, okay, I'm going to go drink a 6-pack right afterwards. It's like, well, that's what you normally do. Whatever you normally do. And Norma says, tax will only be on new essential items, 10%. You know, if the world wasn't fighting so much, we wouldn't have to spend so much on military. How many countries are spending money on military all the time? That's no fun. Un esencial, says Norma. Oh, very good. I would like to think you're right, but I'm not sure. I'm one of those guys, remember, I'm a skeptic, guys. I don't know if I'll believe it till I see it. Norma is speaking of Nesara. Nesara sounds Japanese. Nesara. I heard about Nesara. Actually, I don't even know what that is. I guess I could Google it. Let's check. I have a feeling I know what you're talking about, though, actually, but like I said, I'm a skeptic, so remember, I don't believe it till I see something like that or some type of proof. I haven't seen any proof yet. All I see is Mr. Joe Biden printing more Nesara and running things into the toilet. Oops. I mean, that's just my opinion. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to get political here, but The National Economic Security and Recovery Act is a set of proposed economic reforms for the United States suggested during the 1900s. Oh, that's Nasara. Executive Order 13849, by the power vested in the President, by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, including... Okay, I gotta go, guys. Getting a phone call.